Hi guys, and welcome to our Battle Spot Double series. So this is episode number 2. So we kicked off this week with this series on Tuesday. We had a couple of really cool games, adjusting a bit to the team and the format slightly in game 1, and kind of made some improvements on that in game 2. So what we're going to do today is play the same team that we used earlier in the week, and we're going to continue on with this Mega Charizard Y team. So super excited to have some more games with this and see how we get on. So we'll hop on the ladder and see how we get on with the team, just to kind of quickly cover what we are using when the team does come up on screen. I will just go over it. So we've got that Mega Charizard Y, we've got the Excadrill, we've got the Landorus T, the Zapdos, the Tyranitar, and the Gastrodon. So some really cool picks in there. We've got that Sandcore with the Excadrill, so that's a new Pokemon that we haven't seen in VGC 17 that we're going to be able to use on this series. We've got the Tyranitar, another like monstrous Pokemon. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. We've got that Zapdos and the Landorus T as well, and the Gastrodon to just kind of round up the team and help us against that rain matchup that might not be too favorable to us, but we'll hopefully find an opponent pretty quickly and see how we get on. And like magic, our first opponent appears. So what team are we going to be facing down against? Ooh, a Hail team. So this looks super interesting, and something that my Sand and Sun team might really relish taking advantage of. But I'm sure my opponent has techs against this sort of thing. So just to go over my opponent's team, it is Glaceon, Alolan Ninetales, Alolan Sandslash, Lele, Frozlass, and a is that Dodrio? Yeah, it is. Gen 1 Pokemon, the bird. I have no idea what that Pokemon is going to be doing. We do need to be careful of Mega Glalie, because it can explode, and I think it has the refrigerate ability that turns any normal type moves into ice type moves that aren't going to be too kind for us. Only one Halo user on the team, although we are running Scarfed Tyranitar, which will be outspeeding that Alolan Ninetales, so might be better off going for Charizard Y is probably a decent pick here. We do need to be careful for that Rock Slide from the Alolan Sandslash, and I'm going to bring my Sandcore in the back. So Landorus T is going to offer us nice Intimidate support here against that Alolan Sandslash. That will probably get a boost this first turn anyway, before we Mega Evolve and get the Sun up with our Charizard. So they might not even lead with the Ninetales here, but we'll see what my opponent goes for. So we do see the Ninetales and the Glaceon come out. We've also got to be aware that a Glaceon might be Choice Scarfed, Choice Spect. So, I totally expect maybe that Ninetales to switch out here. So what I'm going to do is Mega Evolve. We're going to get... do I want to protect? Or should I just go for a Heat Wave? We're not really too threatened here. I think I'm going to just go for a Heat Wave. And... if we can survive the Blizzard from the Ninetales, which we might be able to do because we are Assault Vest Landorus T, I'm going to go for a Superpower. Oh no, I'm not. I'm going to go for an Earthquake with Landorus. I was going to go for a Superpower into the Glaceon, but we should be alright. So we see the Dodrio come in for the Ninetales. We are going to see the Mega Evolution, which we have longly missed. I don't know if I've missed it too much though. I'm not massively fond of Mega Evolutions. I love the design and the concept of them, but in doubles format, they're slightly overpowered. But that's a situation for another day, a conversation for another day. So we'll get the Earthquake off with the Landorus. We will hit that Glaceon, and we should be outspeeding it with our Charizard Y, get the Heat Wave off. We do hit, so we'll be doing good damage to that Dodrio. Pick up the KO on both Pokemon, so that's huge. So let's see what my opponent's got left. So he's got that Ninetales, and I wonder if it's the Alolan Sandslash. If it is, then we can always just pull a double switch, because it's likely that there will be a Rock Slide possibly coming out from that Sand Slash onto the Charizard. Yeah, and just because of that threat of Rock Slide, I don't really want to keep. Yeah. So I'm going to switch Charizard out to Excadrill, and I'm going to switch my Landorus out to my Tyranitar. So we'll instantly get rid of that Hail, and having the double Weather Core on the team is really nice. We saw Judy in 2014 run a Sun and Sand Core, which got him to the finals of the World Championships that year. With great effect. So it is a very good call, and it really helps you kind of dominate weather, especially when your opponent's only got one weather on their team. So we see an Icicle Crash come out from this Sand Slash. Is going to be into the Excadrill though, surprisingly, and a Blizzard. Tyranitar avoids, but the Excadrill is going to go down. And what do we want to do? Probably. Do we want to bring in the Charizard? Yeah, let's bring in the Charizard here. Because if that Sand Slash had Rock Slide, it probably would have went for that turn. So we'll get the Sun back up, and we can just go for a Heat Wave. And should I go for a Superpower into the Sand Slash? That definitely pick up the KO. Yeah, I'm going to do that just in case we miss the Heat Wave, and also we don't want to be taking Rock Slides. We just want to remove this threat off the field as soon as possible. So we'll get the Superpower off with the T-Tar. This Ninetales really shouldn't have too much in the tank to really threaten the Charizard Y. It does go for the Blizzard. Unfortunately, it does miss. Because the Hail isn't up, and we will pick up the KO and the win with our Charizard Y Heat Wave. So, nice way to start the episode, and just really showing the dominance of the kind of the double Weather Core there with the Charizard Y and the Scarf Tyranitar there. Bit unfortunate that we lost the Excadrill, but it didn't matter too much in the end. It kind of played a role in a good switch. So, let's move on and find our next opponent. So, as well guys, this is the second episode. It would be kind of really cool to hear what you guys are thinking of the series so far. I know we're only 2 episodes in, but like I said in the first episode on Tuesday, it would be really cool to get your ideas. If you've got any Pokemon that you want to see featured on this series, let me know, because as I said, we're going to have a break for 2 weeks from this series, unfortunately, because I'm away on holiday. But when we come back, hopefully you guys will have had loads of ideas, and we'll have a list as long as my arm with stuff to kind of go over and feature on this series. Because we're going to play QR code teams until we get a good basic understanding of the format. And then we'll go into building our own teams. And hopefully, like I said in the episode 1, hopefully you learning alongside myself about this format will kind of benefit us all together when we go into the team building, and we'll understand things a bit better. So that was the kind of idea about it. If you don't like that idea, let me know. Or if you've got any other ideas, definitely let me know, because I'm always up for them. So we have a next opponent anyway. They're already locked in, so we've not got long to kind of catch up with them. And they are running a team of Garchomp, Weezing, Gastrodon, Xurkitree, Gengar, and Arcanine. So quite a very interesting team here. Imagine that's maybe Mega Gengar. We've got to be careful for the Garchomp if we lead off with our Sand Core, but I am going to do that. Weezing could carry Will-O-Wisp as well. Yeah, we'll lock in with the Landorus and Charizard in the back. So we'll kind of reverse what we picked last game into this game, and hopefully we do alright. But I am really enjoying the doubles format. It's quite refreshing after playing VGC for a whole kind of nearly a whole season, or for so long, and not playing with the other Pokemon. It's just something different to do, and it's kind of nice to use the old Pokemon that we haven't got access to this season. So we lead off with our Sand lead of Excadrill, Tyranitar. My opponent leads off with the Garchomp and the Arcanine. So that Arcanine will get a handy Intimidate onto both of my Pokemon here. So what I'm going to do is just protect my Excadrill this turn, and I'm going to switch in my Landorus T for my Tyranitar just to protect it. We can't protect with Tyranitar here, and we'll see what my opponent does this turn, because next turn we do have that Tectonic Rage on the Excadrill, so we can take advantage of that. But it's generally just going to be nice to get the Landorus T in here just to get some Intimidate pressure onto that Garchomp. So there's the Intimidate off onto both my opponent's Pokemon. Will we see any switches? So there's the Arcanine switch. And that's primarily one of the reasons why I didn't want to go straight for the Tectonic Rage in that situation. And an Earthquake coming up from the Garchomp. So we'll be into that Gastrodon. Right, okay, what have we got here? So we could go for a Tectonic Rage into the Garchomp, and then I wonder if my opponent will probably see an Ice Beam into the Landorus slot. We could switch in our Charizard Y here. It's very risky though, very, very risky. I might switch in the Tyranitar. I don't know. Yeah, what I think I might do is switch in the Char Y and go for a U-turn into that Gastrodon with my Landorus T, and switch in the T-Tar on that slot. Because then we threaten with the Ice Punch. But we do see the Garchomp withdraw, Arcanine come back in, which isn't the worst thing in the world, to be honest. Because we are wasting that Intimidate. And hopefully we see an Ice Beam from that Gastrodon into the Landorus slot, and not a Scald into the Charizard slot. Yeah, I'm going to bring in the Tyranitar. And what's this? This is a Z stockpile. Yeah. So Gastrodon boosting its defenses. It will get all its health back as well. But we can here just go for a Solar Beam with that Charizard Y. So we'll Mega Evolve, go for that Solar Beam. Did I click the Mega Evolve button? I swear I did. Yeah, so we're going to Mega Evolve and go for the Solar Beam. And, yeah, I'll just go for a Rock Slide as well with my T-Tar. We might see the Garchomp come back in here, but we may not as well. So, no switches from my opponent's end. We will Mega Evolve with that Charizard Y. Get rid of that Sandstorm. Get the Sun up in play. We'll get a Rock Slide off first with that T-Tar, which is going to do good damage to this Arcanine. Really good damage. Might even pick up a flinch along the way. Proc the berry on that Arcanine, so reveal that it is holding a Super Berry. Or is that a Citrus Berry? It is. Close Combat. Super nice tech from the Arcanine. And we lose our Sand, which is a bit unfortunate. But let's see what this Solar Beam does. I wonder if it's still going to pick up the KO even after a stockpile. Yeah, easy. So I'm going to bring in the Landorus here because I'd imagine the Garchomp to come in. So we'll get an Intimidate off. We'll threaten the Arcanine, obviously with an Earthquake. Oh, but it's the Circuitry. Okay. I wonder if that's Scarfed Circuitry. Now we are threatened heavily by a T-Bolt. But we should be outspeeding the Circuitry. So I'm just going to go for a Heat Wave and an Earthquake. So we see the Arcanine withdraw. So the Garchomp's not going to enjoy taking an Earthquake or a Heat Wave here. We do get the Earthquake off, so it's not Scarfed Circuitry. Oh no. Oh no. Do reveal a sash on the Circuitry. I hope that's not my internet. That's going to be super annoying if it is. Circuitry does reveal the sash. Does hang on, and it will pick up. Ooh, it just misses the KO onto the Charizard Y, and we do get the Heat Wave off. Do some really good damage. Put that Garchomp into Earthquake range from our Landorus T. And my opponent just got the Arcanine. But, it's our internet. Super sorry, guys. We would have definitely, I think, won that match there. We will hop on and find another game. Because that first one was pretty quick. I'm going to claim that win as ours, because the Arcanine had hardly any health left. It was below 50%, so the Earthquake would have picked up the KO there. And the Garchomp wasn't really threatening the Landorus T too much. You know, it could have went for Rock Slide flinches or anything like that. The sun was up, so you know the Arcanine still did have something in the tank, and you can never say game's over until it's over, but I'm pretty sure that was near enough over, but you never know. Good game to my opponent though, and apologies for the disconnect there, but hopefully it doesn't take me too long to get back on. I am going to have to rescan the QR code, so I'll pull the team up. Let's see if I can get it back up. Yes, I'm still logged in, so that's alright. So I'll just pull this down for a minute, because you guys don't want to see that, and I'll just pull that up when we need it. We'll go on to the double battle ladder. Feels weird because for so long I've just been clicking down so quickly onto just the championship ladder to kind of change over to that. So we'll get the QR code up and let's scan away. There we go. Excellent. So yeah. Just a big shout out to Japanese player Sharo, who has put this team up onto the global link for us. You will be able to find the QR code link to the team in the description below as well, guys. So do check that out if you're wanting to get into the doubles format and play around with it. It's a great team to kind of start off with. There's a lot of text in there. We haven't really featured the Zapdos yet, or too much of the Gastrodon, so maybe we can bring it here. And my next opponent has a really interesting team of the Primarina, the Gliscor, Drapion, Nidoking, Hitmontop, and it's the Bug Water type Pokemon, the new one, the one I should remember, and the one that I'm not remembering because I'm trying to remember so hard the other Pokemon that are there, but it's a Water Bug type, you know. We'll forget about it, we'll come back to it later, never mind. So what are we going to do here? The Zapdos is actually not too bad here. It kind of resists the Hitmontop's attacks. It's got a hidden part ice, what I would imagine to be hidden part ice, so it'll hit that Gliscor really good for good damage. It'll hit the Primarina for decent damage. I think I'm going to lead off with Landorus, Zapdos. I am going to bring Gastrodon, and what am I going to finish with? Should I bring Charizard Y? Probably not a bad shout. Yeah, let's go with that. I think we'll probably have enough with the other three that we might not need to rely on Charizard Y, but you never know. Having a Mega in your team is always a handy thing. I'll just move this cursor out of the way, sorry guys. I hope that's not been there the whole time. So we'll lead off with our Zapdos and Alandorus Therian form, and my opponent leads off with the Nidoking and the Hitmontop. So we do get the Intimidate off. It's more likely it's going to be beneficial for that Hitmontop more than anything else. The Nidoking is threatening both of my Pokemon right now, and has access to Ice Beam, and it's got Sheer Force, and with the Life Orb it's going to be doing huge damage. So the other thing is, we've got the Earthquake, but Hitmontop will probably go for a Fake Out into that slot, and it does have access to Wide Guard as well. So I'm going to bring in the Gastrodon, and I'm going to go for a T-Ball into that Hitmontop slot, just to get some damage off onto it. So let's see what this Nidoking goes for. So no Fake Out from my opponent. Do get the T-Ball off, and the Ice Beam is actually into the Zapdos slot. Okay. And we see a high jump kick from the Hitmontop. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna go for a Scald into the Nidoking, and I'm gonna go for a Roost with my Zapdos. So we should be able to take an Ice Beam after a Roost. We do know that we're faster than that Nidoking as well. So we see the Hitmontop withdraw, and that Gliscor come in. So we will get a Roost. We'll take away that Ice weakness, so the next Ice Beam shouldn't be doing as much damage. And there's the Ice Beam there. So as long as it doesn't freeze us, we should be alright. And we'll get a Scald off. And do decent enough damage, so it's in KO range this next turn. Now what we can do is take advantage of that Hidden Power Ice on our Zapdos. So I'm just going to go for another Scald into the Nidoking, and go for that Hidden Power Ice into the Gliscor. I don't know if it'll pick up the KO, but it should do a very good chunk to it. Is 4 times weak. Is a flying ground type. So let's see what my opponent goes for here. So we get the Hidden Power Ice off. Isn't quite enough to pick up the KO there. And we see a Swords Dance come out from the Gliscor. Okay, so powering up. And an Earth Power into the Zapdos slot. Okay. My opponent may be predicting the switch in there. And we got another disconnect. This is so frustrating, guys. I don't think it's us this time. I think our internet's alright. So you see that Gliscor get the Poison Heal, but the next turn we'll be able to get a Hidden Power Ice off onto it, and then kind of just start picking apart the team from there. What are we on? 23 minutes. Let's go for another game. We've got plenty of time. We've got plenty of time. It's been a bit of a weird episode, this one. We had that first game where we had the crazy Hail team, and then we had that really good game, but then my opponent, well, I dropped out in the dying stages of that game when it looked like we were kind of going to win. Hop back on, get that game, and then my opponent obviously having disconnection problems, which is a bit unfortunate. So we'll find one more. And what I'm going to do, guys, because like I say, I'm going on holiday on Saturday for 2 weeks, so we won't have another episode of this until I am back. But what I'll do while I am away on holiday in my free time, when I'm just in between doing stuff, I'll try and jump on the doubles battle spot ladder, and I'll try and ladder up our rankings. So we're finding stronger opponents and really more kind of diverse teams as we go up. So I will make sure I do that first coming back. And we have our next opponent, and hopefully our final opponent of the day. So they're running a very interesting team of Cloyster, Clefable, Arcanine, Tapu, Lele, Metagross, and Garchomp. So this is another QR code team. So let's see what we have here. We've obviously got the Tapu, Lele, Metagross combination. It's going to be pretty scary to deal with. But it's not too bad, to be honest, because we have our Excadrill threatens the Lele. Tyranitar puts on a lot of pressure on the Metagross. We've got to be careful of the Garchomp. The Clefable could be a bit of a pain because of the follow me there. But I think we'll be alright. I'm tempted to lead off with my Sand Core here. I do want to bring Charizard Y. I could lead Charizard Y, to be honest, and Landorus. That might not be a bad shout. Not that one. So Landorus, Titar, and Excadrill. We'll go with that. And hopefully no disconnection issues this episode, this game. So, good luck to my opponent. And let's see how we can tackle this one. We do need to be careful of the Garchomp, obviously. We have got the Landorus kind of supporting us with that Intimidate support, but the Rock Slides are still going to be doing a lot of damage, and we have that Cloyster that can fire out those Rock Blasts, so that's another thing that we need to be very careful of. Could potentially be a Scarfed Cloyster as well, so it might be worth just going for a protect. Oh, should I protect the Charizard or not? I think I'm not going to. I think I'm going to go for... I'm going to Mega Evolve, and I'm going to go for a Heat Wave. Should be enough to take down the Cloyster, and I'm going to go for a... Might go for... U-turn. Superpower, Rock Slide. What am I going to go for? I'm going to go for a Rock Slide. Just in case the Cloyster's not Scarfed, we could potentially pick up a flinch here. So we'll see the Charizard Y Mega Evolve. Like I say, after an Intimidate, it should be able to take the Garchomp Rock Slide. So there's the Rock Slide from the Garchomp. Hopefully we don't get flinched. We know the Cloyster isn't Scarfed. We get a Rock Slide off that Landorus. So no flinch there. And do we hit a Heat Wave? Cloyster flinched. Charizard flinched. Wow, okay. So we definitely can't take another Rock Slide from the Garchomp. So I think what I'm going to do is take out my Charizard Y, preserve it for later, bring in my Titar, and I'm going to go for a U-turn into that Cloyster with my Landorus, preserve that Intimidate as well. And if we get through this turn, we should... We see the Protect from the Cloyster, okay. And just a Rock Slide from the Garchomp. And just a U-turn into that Cloyster. Okay. I'm going to go for an Ice Punch into the Garchomp. That should be enough to pick up the KO. And I'm going to go for... Yeah, I'm going to go for a U-turn again. I'm going to try and get the Excadrill in. See the Cloyster go for the Protect again. Does fail. We get the Ice Punch off onto the Garchomp. Does pick up the KO, which is really nice. And we'll get a free switch into our Excadrill. More importantly. Do a tiny bit of chip damage. It's not bad damage onto the Cloyster. It's a lot more than I thought it would be. We'll switch into the Excadrill here. We'll see what my opponent's got for the last two Pokemon. So I wonder if we'll see that Metagross or the Lele here. Right, what have we got? We've got the Metagross. So we do have that Tectonic Rage that we could take advantage of onto the Metagross. So So I'm going to switch out my T-Tar because we're locked into Ice Punch at the minute. It's not really doing anything. So I'm going to switch out for the Landorus T. And I'm going to go for that Tectonic Rage into the Metagross slot, which should pick up the kill. And we'll get another Intimidate off onto the Cloyster, so it shouldn't be doing as much damage. So there's the T-Tar, does withdraw, get the Landorus in. We won't be able to intimidate the Metagross because of the Clear Body ability that kind of resists any stat lowering. You see the Cloyster withdraw, Tapu Lele come in. Okay, so if we can get rid of the Metagross here, we're sitting in quite a nice position because we've got the Iron Head that we can hit the Tapu Lele hard with. And we're not going to see any protects come out from my opponent. So unless this Metagross is sashed, then we should be picking up a KO here. I miss Excadrill. Such a cool Pokemon. Such a cool Pokemon. And Metagross goes down, so that's one Pokemon gone. And my opponent down to their last two Pokemon. And I think from just the damage calcs that we got from the Rock Slide earlier in the game, we could go for a Rock Slide with our Landorus here. It should pick up the KO onto Cloyster. But I'm just going to go for the safer superpower. There's always a chance that Rock Slide could miss. And I'm just going to go for an Iron Head into the Lele, which should be enough to pick up the KO. But my opponent just forfeits. So very good game to my opponent. And not a bad way to end the episode. I do apologise about the disconnects throughout in the middle there, guys. A bit annoying, but I do really hope you are enjoying this little mini series that we kind of started on the channel. It is a lot of fun, and it's really nice to kind of get our hands on, like I keep saying, the old Pokemon and the Megas and things like that again. So guys, we're going to wrap things up now. If you've enjoyed the video, please leave a like on this video. It is massively important to me to know that you guys are enjoying this content, and let me know in the comment section below if you've got any questions, if you're enjoying it, or if there's certain things that you want to see on this little mini series as well. And we'll pick back up when I'm back off holiday. So we will have one more episode this week to kind of round up. So we'll finish off tomorrow with the School of Hard Knocks, and I'll say my fond farewells then before I do head off. But thanks as always, guys, for tuning in. It is a massive pleasure. You are the best, and yeah, just carry on doing what you're doing and things like that. And as I say, if there's Pokemon or teams or concept teams or anything like that on this doubles battle spot ladder that you want to see, let me know, you know, now or in the coming weeks, and we'll pick back up for when we come back, because we might look at using a different team. We might just jump on with this team, play a few more games, but like I say, I will make it a point to climb up the ladder before we come back. So we're finding stronger opponents, stronger teams, and just a more variety of stuff. So do look out for that, guys. Subscribe to the channel as always, like I always mention. And just to keep up to date with this series, the QR code series, and our daily updates, the School of Hard Knocks, and the NBL Season 2. So I've said it every day this week, and I'll say it again for anyone that has missed it, so sorry for repeating myself. But tomorrow evening, myself and my teammate Hibiki, that make up Team Leaky, will be doing our team preparation video for our match, our first round opponents, the Blue Honeys, on Saturday. So do tune in for that, guys. Also, do go and support Team Leaky on the Discord fan chat. You can go in the fan chat and you can vote to support Team Leaky. We need a lot of support, so do us a solid and go on and do that. That would be massively appreciated. I haven't been on the Discord very much over the last couple of weeks, just because I've just had so much going on, but as soon as next week comes, I'll be on there non-stop, so you'll probably get sick of me. But do that, guys. The community there is amazing, and there's always stuff going on, so do join that, and it's good to keep up with. All the other NBL stuff will be linked in the description below, but I'm not going to keep you guys any longer, so go away, have a great night. Whatever you're doing, take care of yourselves. And until tomorrow, guys, I will see you then. So until then, guys, bye-bye.